Good morning, people. Going through all the anxiety right now because, like I said, can't control it, and I want to, but anxiety controls you, unfortunately. So that's why I probably look like death. I feel like death, and it's only the first day of classes. It's not like we're gonna do anything extreme, and if we do, it's like take notes or something. So, uh, yeah, super excited. I got psychology and then diversity and something skills. I can't remember. It's like a teaching thing. We'll see how that goes, and then I'll be back hopefully by 7, and then I got class at 7 tomorrow, so at night, not in the morning. You know me, I don't get up. So let's get the day going, I guess. I'm not ready for the long drive, and I hope there's no traffic, or else I'm fucked. Might as well leave now, right? Catch you on the other side. So, just got done with my first class, and it was psychology. It was good. We had a full class, so that was like 2.5 hours. Great. My anxiety always lessens after like the teacher starts talking. And it's funny because we're going to be looking at, I think it's like in chapter 10 or something, we're going to be looking at anxiety and the people who freak out over everything. And I'm kind of interested to wonder why that is. And I know I need help and blah, or medication or something. So, I mean, I live with it every day, but yeah, now I have an hour to kill. And I'm thinking about going, well, I came back to my car only because I had food in my car, which I should have brought in with me, because I didn't eat breakfast this morning, but I made breakfast, and God, I got so hungry, but now I know that I'm going to be hungry, so that's a sign to tell me, hey, you should probably eat before you go. But yeah, good first class. Now I just gotta get through the second one, which I'm hoping this next one they're just gonna be like, oh, we're gonna go over the syllabus and then you can go home. But I have a feeling it's not gonna be like that, because every class that I have is 2.5 hours and I only meet once a week, so they probably need to get through some material the first week. So, oh wow, we'll see how this goes. But I know that this psychology class is going to be a lot of work, but I'm really excited about it because the things she was talking about are really interesting, and I can't wait to learn about it. I just can't be that lazy college student anymore who just like, I'm not going to do anything, and then come in and be like totally unprepared. It's fine. So, yep, that's me checking in. I'm better now. Probably going to have anxiety before I go into the next class, but oh well. Who cares, right? So what? Who cares? I have to record before I forget because I just watched my sister's clip. So Alicia, you're adorable. I did try to have a good day, but anxiety always gets the best of me. And you're just freaking adorable. Like, I just sat there and watched your clips. I completely agree with the candy. The candy's out way too early, but all the Halloween stuff, yes, all of it, all the time, because it's only there for like a limited amount of time, because I guarantee by October, like mid-October, they're gonna have Christmas shit, and I'm gonna be so mad. So the earlier the Halloween decorations, the better, because that is my season. And then Christmas is like a close second, but still, I love Halloween. But yeah, the candy thing, like, why would you buy it this early? That's kind of stupid. This is way too much. What else? Oh, and I was gonna record Chris coming back at you with something funny, but then he was just like, I need to go to bed, I'm tired, because it is like 11 o'clock at night and he needs to get up for school. So, yeah, so back to the school thing. I did have, wow, I got red real fast. That was stupid. Did you see that? Sorry, now I'm just looking at my face. Look, I got red. Okay, anyways, yeah, I did have a lot of anxiety. Anxiety sucks. And I was actually in my psychology class. I don't know if I already said this, but she was explaining, like, she was like, oh yeah, we're gonna touch upon mental, disorders, bipolar, blah, blah, blah. And she said anxiety. And I was like, this girl right here. And she's like, yeah, the anxiety that has to deal with people panicking about everything. and then jumping to the worst conclusions ever. Me. Because then I had my diversity class, so diversity in culture. Oh, I can't remember the rest of it, but it basically has to do with children and where they come from and their ethnicities and all that stuff. And I was having multiple panic/anxiety because I gotta do a lot for that class because that has to do with teaching, so I actually have to find a school in an urban area, which is, oh, that was a dog. Anyways, in an urban area, and what they consider urban is dumb sometimes because they consider Providence urban, which is more like, it's like a poverty school, but like, when I think like diversity, I think, you know, kids of all ethnicities, so I'd be like, I don't know where the hell to go for that, because around here, there's a lot of minorities, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of diversity. It's either you get all Latinos or all African Americans or African Americans, or like my school, for instance, was all basically white people and maybe 2 black kids. Not a lot of give and take, you know what I mean? So I have to do 15 hours of volunteer work at a school with a teacher. Luckily, I know one. I don't know if the place that she teaches at is considered urban. So hopefully it is. I'm gonna have to look into it, but at least I'll do it with someone I know and trust, instead of going into a complete stranger's classroom and freaking out and having all the anxiety and stuff. I mean, I'm down to work with kids, and this is just another good thing to see if I actually want to do this, because if I go there and I don't have a passion for it, like I'm excited about it, like I was freaking out and having anxiety, like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to do all these things and talk to all these people and yada yada yada, but then my stubbornness kicked over, or my determination, because then I was like, no, I'm gonna do this, because I'm gonna make myself do this, because if I don't, then I'm never gonna get anywhere, because I literally was like, I'm gonna drop this class, I can't handle this is way too much pressure, blah blah blah, and I was like, no, F that, I'm gonna do this. So I'm proud of myself. And other thing, she made us talk. I hate when teachers are like, hey, make friends around you. Like, that drives me absolutely insane. I'm like, hey, if I wanted to make friends, I could do it myself, but I won't because of my anxiety. So I had to turn to the girl next to me, and she was super sweet and shy, and we started talking, and like we were supposed to like interview I'm sorry about the air quotes, they're driving me insane too. We're supposed to interview each other, and she was saying like, you know, like, oh, what's your name, where are you from, blah blah blah. And she told me where she was from, and I was like, I'm from Tiverton. I live like 45 minutes away. I was like, I don't know where any of this shit she's talking about is from. But then she's like, oh, what do you do for fun? And I was like, you know, I read. But then, you know, normal 22-year-old, I was like, normal 20s person, like person in their 20s, you know, and you're poor, so you just watch Netflix all the time. And she was like, I totally understand, what do you watch? And I was like, okay, well, the big one is Supernatural. And then she was wearing a Supernatural bracelet, and I like went, oh my god, did we become best friends? I was like, are you caught up to season 10? Are you excited for season 11? And I was like, telling her all these things, and I was like, I'm trying to get, like, I need to research to go meet them, and like, I really want to. And she goes, oh, that's awesome, you totally should. And now I'm thinking she's my age. She was 18, which is totally fine, but like, she was like, oh yeah, I was like 8 when it came out, and blah blah blah. And I was just like, okay, I was 12, but I mean, like, we're still around the same age. But she definitely knows she wants to be a teacher, and me on the other hand, I'm like, I'm just shooting the shit, so who knows, you know what I mean? But yeah, tomorrow I have one class, which is good. It's a night class, so we'll see how my anxiety handles it then. And then after that, once I start getting into a routine, I'll be completely fine. I think the only class I'm going to really have anxiety in is that diversity class, because she does ask very in-depth questions, and I feel dumb when I'm in that class, because a lot of people, like all the people who are answering questions, like there was like vocab that was thrown around that I had no idea what the hell she was talking about. It was great. Alright, this is a 6-minute clip. But hey, it's a filler, whatever. So like and subscribe, because I do these videos every day. And also go watch my sister's video, because it was really funny. She actually did a really good job and recorded throughout the day, which I'm super proud of you. Super proud of you, Leash. Love you. But yeah. Remember, y'alls, you gotta risk it for the butter biscuit. And have a good night or morning, whenever you're watching this. And remember, anxiety may suck, but work through it, because trust me, it's worth it in the end.
Okay? Oh my god, that was actually some advice and it wasn't something stupid. I win at life. Okay, bye.